is the standard deviation of the distribution of sample mean scores for all such samples? I didn't understood what is the procedure there, you know, because in point C it says what is the mean of the sampling distribution. I used it 529 and it is K, but it is not the standard deviation 113 in point number D. Do you know how to solve that?
Oh, D?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the, it'd be 113 divided by 10 squared. And that will get you.
You said, excuse me, 113 divided.
Divided by 10 squared.
Wouldn't that be the square root of 10?
Yeah, sorry, square root of 10.
Okay.
Yes, you're correct. That was the formula that was in the reading, and that will give us the distribution of the sample score, which I totally don't understand why we need that. I guess that's where I'm confused. Is I can do the math, I just don't understand how to apply it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So to answer your question, Jennifer, I think we would apply it if we had like lots of data from lots of different like organizations, or like if we like ran a test over and over again. And then anyway, then we take the mean of each test and then we see how evenly it distributes. And anyway, over the course of time, you know, it distributes like a normal. But there's how it would be used, I think.
So
if that makes sense.
My question is, what is that number? What does it mean to the overall? I just don't understand. I don't know. I don't know. When I was reading this chapter, it just seemed like it was a foreign language. I don't know why. I just don't know if I'm confused with the different stuff that we're doing when we use the you know, because it sent you to another website to do the sampling distribution, and I kind of understood what they were doing, you know, because it gave you steps to walk you through it when you did the lesson.
Yeah.
But I just didn't. I guess I'm just confused. I don't know. I just don't understand why. I don't know. I guess I'm just really, really confused. I'm going to have to get a tutor for this chapter because. I don't know why it doesn't make sense. And I can't explain why it doesn't make sense because it just doesn't make sense to me. Is it because we're doing several samples or?
Yeah, I think, well, you take a sample and then you like, it's like you're doing lots of experiments with lots of different samples. It's more of like, does that make sense? Or help?
Yes, I understand that.
Okay.
And I understand why we would need several different samples because it gives us the closest to the answers we want for our study. And I get that. But then I just don't understand where, like question D, where that comes into play. Like, when would you use that?
Y ahora donde me metería en la memoria una negrita.
It's like when we did question 7, and then we were asked to compare it to, what was it?
It was question
We had to compare it somewhere.
Question 7.
Oh yeah,
D.
on D, yeah, it says you have to compare it to at least 3 other individuals. And what did you notice?
Yeah, that means.
So what did you guys notice on D? Can you have any?
So what I got from it is that the mean that we all got is pretty close to like the mean inside of the original graph, but there was one number, 51,720, that one was pretty far off, but everything else was
Right.
pretty close to the middle.
Yeah, I seen that one. Because I was like, ooh, mine's pretty. So question C, mine would be unusual, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I put.
The first one, but the second one you sent is.
Oh, the second one, no, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
That one would be.
So they are normally distributed.
Right, except for the 51.
Yeah.
So I guess that would answer D, right? Is they're all pretty close to normal, except one was unusual. Okay.
Does that help?
Maybe the more I do it. Yeah, I think the more I do it, the better. Because I went back and read the chapter again this evening, and I'm not near as confused, but still, I think. I know it just worries me being as confused with a test close up. So I guess that could be one of my issues.
Okay.
So do we have any more questions on the, I don't have any more questions on the homework assignment.
I don't have questions.
Me neither.
Okay. I guess we should dive into our quiz.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'll read number 3. Are we ready or?
Yeah.
Okay. When you are taking a sample size of n equals 5, what is the shape of the distribution of the means? Histogram when the parent population is right screwed. Now, would that be normal? I guess this is where I'm confused too. Because if it's right screwed, then skewed, sorry, I'm pronouncing that wrong. Would it be right?
Yeah. I think so, because inside the other website we went to, when you did it right skewed, if you made your population size 5 instead of 25, it was skewed right. At least
that's what I'm doing.
I didn't do that, but that's what I had in one of the videos they showed. I think it was the last video. But
yeah, it would be right skewed, okay. Because I just did it on that thing.
So in this case, it's skewed right.
Now, normal would be just the bell shape, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Question number 4. Says, are you ready for question number 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you are taking a sample size of n equals 100, what is the shape of the distribution of means histogram when the parent population is right skewed? Skewed right, normal, or skewed left?
Well, it's going to be like the one on top, correct?
Yeah.
It's just going to be right skewed.
Well, because we have a bigger population, it would become normal. Like, one of the videos I watched, the guy who was it's like the problem video. The video tutorial, lesson 6 video tutorial. Going through that, the guy he like showed us what it looked like if you had 5. N equals 5, and anyway, it was skewed right when the graph was skewed right. But when the graph was skewed right and you had n equaled like 25, because that's as high as it goes on the website, it was normally distributed.
So it goes to the bell shape. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that kind of answers that question we had. Where is it at? That it talks about the central limit theorem.
Oh.
So if your sample size is larger than it appears normal, is where that applies?
Yeah, that's where that works.
Okay. By George, I think I'm getting it.
Okay. Are you guys ready for number 5?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. When you are taking a sample size of n equals 5, what is the shape of the distribution of means histogram when the parent population is normally distributed?
Now this one's the normal, is that correct? Because it says if the sample size is normal, then the distribution is normal.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I thought I knew that one. Okay. Number 6. When you're taking a sample size of n equals 100, what is the size of the distribution of means histogram when the parent population is normally distributed? That would go back to normal is correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because once it's normal, it's always normal, is the way I understood it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, question number 7. When would the distribution of means be normally distributed? Choose all correct responses. First one. Data are drawn from a population that is normally distributed and the sample size is small. I think this is one. Data are drawn from a population that is normally distributed and the sample size is large. I think that's the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Data are drawn from a population that is right skewed and the sample size is small. Data are drawn from a population that is right skewed and the sample size is large. So this is the third one.
Yep.
So would it be the second and fourth one?
I got the first, second, and fourth one.
Yeah.
First, second, and fourth one.
Yeah. Because
because it's normally okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just overlooked that one. Because once it's normal, it's normal.
Yep. Okay. Question 8. Which of the following gives the best explanation of the central limit theorem? If the parent population from which the data are drawn is normally distributed, then the sample mean dash x will follow a normal distribution. For bell-shaped data, approximately 68% of the data will be within 1 standard deviation of the mean, about 95% of the data will be within 2 standard deviations of the mean, and approximately 99.7% of the data will be within 3 standard deviations of the mean. If the sample size is large, the sample mean dash x will be close to the population mean mu. If the sample size is large, the shape of the distribution of sample means will be approximately normal.
I think in the first one. Or the third one.
I was thinking it was the last one.
Yeah.
Because the larger the side, the larger it's normally appears normal. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's the last one because that's the one that closely matches the definition from the book.
Okay, yeah.
Is it my turn or I'm sorry, I lost track.
I think so.
Okay, so question 9 is for the next 4 questions. Let X be random variable with population means of 10 and a population standard deviation of 6. Suppose the sample size is 36 is drawn from this population. What is the mean of the distribution of the sample size mean? Now, this one is just the mean, right? So wouldn't it just be 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
In this case, the standard deviation is 6 or the standard deviation divided by the number of.
That one's the next one, question 10, because it's asking for the sample means, the distribution of the sample means. So when we do that calculation, that I thought would be number 10, we would answer that question there. What do you think, Hannah?
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Okay.
Too.
Because it was very close to the homework assignment on 8, that number D. So on 10, I got 1.
I got 1 as well. Does that make sense to you, Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, my turn.
Yep.
Regardless of the distribution of the population, if the sample size is large, parentheses and bigger than 30, what would be the shape distribution of the sample mean?
I forget what he said in the video. Wasn't there like a certain amount that they, it's not set in stone, but
Yeah. It said.
he said normally after this amount, it's just normally distributed.
Normal?
Yeah. That was 30. So.
Was it 30? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was, but it wasn't for certain. So it'd just be normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Question 12. What theorem would justify your response to the last question? The central limit theorem?
I think it's the central.
Yeah, I think so too, because it has a higher. Let's see what we did.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, girls. Thank you.
Did we do? Oh yeah, we got them all right. Yay. I think going over this quiz with you guys helped me kind of put it in perspective.
That's good. I'm glad we could help there.
I was really lost last night when I was going over it. I was like, no. And then, of course, this morning I talked to my daughter. She's a senior this year, and I was like, have you heard of the central limit theorem? She goes, oh, yeah, Mom, I know what that is. And I'm like, oh. Why have I've taken several statistics classes. I've never come across it. So that I can remember anyway. But what time do we want to meet this week? Are we same time or? We good with that?
What about you, Hannah?
I'm good with Thursday at 6.
Okay, perfect.
All right. We will see you guys Thursday. Oh, should we have a closing prayer?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay if I do it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Dear Heavenly Father, we are grateful to you for the opportunity we have to be together. We are grateful for your love and for your blessings, and especially because we have the capacity to understand these topics. Father, we ask you to bless us so that we can be successful in this course. And please help us to feel your spirit every time. Please bless our families and help them to be or to have the company of the Holy Ghost every time. Father, we love you and we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Kristen, I want to say thank you for saying a prayer last week. Because I went back and watched the video that you guys posted. And I was like,
Okay.
oh, I needed those prayers. So.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll see you guys Thursday.
Okay, yeah. Have a nice week.
You too.
Yep. See you guys.
Bye.